How much longer were you in Vietnam after that operation?
That was October 31st, and I came home on a break in November, and then I came home for good in January. So then everybody left in March of '73, and Woody and the rest of the guys, they stayed there, and they came back. That's the final thing. Brooksy and Woody and Chamberlain and Harry Conacool and all those guys, Bill Bradford and stuff. So, that was the last sales. Of course, then we got involved with Delta Platoon, with the Cambodia issue and all that kind of stuff, and the Philippines and stuff like that.
You talk about coming home here. I'm going to the book. Coming back to the team this time was different from my first Vietnam tour when you were labeled a one-tour wonder, which is, by the way, still what you get called in this day and age when you come home from your first deployment, or even from my Thailand tour. At SEAL Team 1, you were not a made man until after your second combat rotation. It was not so much respect from the team veterans, as many of them had been on 4 or 5 combat rotations. It had more to do with acceptance. I was now one of them. When guys like Gary Gallagher and Walt Gustavell and Doc Sell came up to you and said, "Nice job over there," or "Good work getting your lieutenant back off that beach," it really meant something. There was also getting to know my kid, who thought I was some stranger, which I was, and getting reacquainted with my wife. I'd been gone more than I was at home since we were married, and there was the absence of combat. Both the worrying of having to go in the field and, in some ways, missing the anticipation of getting ready to go on an operation and the rush that comes from combat. I looked at all this as normal for any SEAL coming home, but it was still an adjustment. So you guys, same stuff that guys go through now.
Yeah, correct.
Same exact stuff guys go through now.
And our spouses don't get enough credit for what they do. I mean, they raise our kids, families, they take on, stuff that we should be there to try to help them with. But, we have amazing spouses, in the teams too. And we have a lot better, the first thing I mentioned my wife, they said, did the Navy issue her? No, they don't. Now we have a whole different outlook, thank God. And, they are part of our lives, and they should make it better for all of us.
The military, all the military wives.
Oh, yeah, each and every one of them.
What they do. Yeah, they're raising the kids, but they're also fixing water heaters and, repairing plumbing, and they're just doing everything in the house. Like you said, stuff that we're supposed to be doing if we're home.
If we're home. So they have to put up with all the BS with a man taking a car in there trying to, hell, I know how to change oil, they say, don't try to pull that one over my eyes. So.